if you've ever thought of creating your own NFT series, guys. You guys are in the right place because hello, friends. Put up your hand if you've ever thought of creating your own NFT series, guys. You guys are in the right place because today we're going to be talking about the 6 steps to creating a successful NFT collection, guys. So my name is Will, the founders of The Littles. We minted out in 3 minutes, 10K ETH collection, 10K ETH in secondary sale. We have an official partnership with Time Studio featuring The Littles. And not only that, we're also building a metaverse experience where we pull in top-tiered projects together to create this shared experience. And some of our official partners, CyberKongs, Kaiju Kings, Subducks, and Cool Cats. And today, we're going to share with you the 6 steps on how we got here. First step, niche. Being able to find, and I love that you guys are taking out your phones. Take pictures, because this is exactly how we did it. Being able to find a solution to a problem is what we all need to do. In a room full of hundreds of other projects, it's so easy to fall into the noise. And that's the reason why you must be really, really good at one thing and solve that one problem. And here are just different niches in the marketplace, specifically in NFT space, from being a collectible, being an intellectual property, being a gaming company, media company, education, data tool, marketplace, or an alpha group. These are all very specific solutions to a problem. And for us, the Littles, we are on a mission to become the Mario of Web3. Specifically, why a Mario of Web3? A lot of Web2 businesses, such as Mario, Pokemon, they all have a lot to risk, and which is the reason why they are observing the marketplace of NFTs. They are observing how is it moving, and for the right reasons, because they have built such a strong reputation to the brand that they do not want to risk everything that they have on the line. And that's what gives us the advantage to go out there, to take the risks that they are not willing to, yet we can see their playbook and to create a native Web3 IP. Second is, now that you have an idea, a problem that you're solving in the marketplace, it is time to assemble your team. And here is our team, more than 30 really, really talented individuals out here. To start, we have 4 artists. And specifically, the reason why we chose to work with 4 different artists is because we want to be able to launch at speed. Having 1 artist is not good enough because there's no redundancy. If their work is not good, if it takes too long, if there's any personal reasons and whatnot, then your project lives and dies of 1 artist. And that's the reason why we have 4 different artists all cranking out this collection. Specifically, you would also want to find someone who understands generative art. So what is generative art? It's artists that knows how to run scripts on Photoshop, so then that way you can mix and create 10,000 collection at scale. Your artist would also create your website, your social media, and all the marketing asset. Backend dev. These guys are the ones that are going to be creating your smart contract, depending on your function, depending on the innovativeness that you want to be able to push forward. These guys can make it happen for you. Also, they're going to be the ones that are coding your site, your mint site, and also being able to link up the contract to the back end of your site. Front-end devs. So aside from the front end, you also need to have aside from the back end, you also need to have a front end where they link and put all the beautiful art onto your website and make it functional. And then, of course, your community manager, your mod team. And to start, we have 16 different mods and community managers. These guys are an extension of your hands, your values, everything that you believe in. And that's the reason why you must choose them very, very carefully and choose them that aligns with your values. And then marketer. Reaching out for collabs, outreach, and whatnot. This was our team when we first began, and depending on the niche that you want to serve, you would want to bring on special talent to be able to serve those needs, whether it be gaming, whether it be alpha groups, finding business analysts to be a core team. Timeline. Account for more than 3 months, guys. It is very, very ambitious to launch a project in a month or 2 months' time because usually things go wrong. And a lot of times they go wrong in so many different fashions. So definitely account for more time than you need. Never disclose a set time. For us, we never disclose a set time until a week before we were ready because it took us 2 weeks to double check all our artwork. Literally 8-hour days. We were on a Zoom call for 8+ hours every single day for 2 weeks with our designer, with our co-founder, just to go through every single trait when we thought we were ready to launch. So being able to not disclose a set time is so important because you do not want to have delays in this industry. Budget. This is my weakest suit because when I build stuff, we spare no expenses whatsoever. How many of you guys are bad at budgets? Put up your hand. Okay, so you guys are all really good at managing your money. So that's good. So tell you a little bit more about a overall number. Very, very arbitrary because it really depends on whether you know these people or not. Devs, they start from $50,000 to $100,000. Artists, 30 to 100K plus. Marketing, 10 to 50K. Now, I put the percentages at the back because a lot of developers would want to have a percentage of your mint costs. Same with your artists, same with your marketing. And it really depends on your faith and your certainty of your project. The more certainty that you have for your project, well, then you don't need to pay them 10 or 30%. You can just negotiate a fair rate, which is what, 50,000, 100,000, and it's a flat rate. So it's going to be much cheaper. Yet, on the other hand, if you do not want to take on all the risks, then you would want to partner up with a dev or partner up with an artist where they take a percentage of the mint. Does that make sense, guys? Are you guys awake? Awesome. Marketing. Are you guys ready for marketing? This is where I spill all my secrets, guys. So there are 8 types of marketing, and I'm just going to do this so you guys can take pictures, and I'll explain this for you guys. Marketing is all about understanding human psychology. Paid, you paying for traffic, paying for eyeballs on your project, and hoping that a percentage of that eyeballs would convert into sales. Very self-explanatory. Hype, creating excitement, creating speculation on your project based on something. And a lot of times, that something isn't really something. That's hype. FOMO, fear of missing out. No one wants to miss out. And that's the reason why FOMO works so well. Contests, free. Who doesn't like free stuff? That's the reason why there are so many different contests out there specifically to give away allow lists, opportunity for you to mint, and whatnot. Scarcity is basically having a limited supply. So then that way, it plays into your FOMO as a strategy as well. Influencers paying for and leveraging other influencers' reach to add credibility to your project. Brand collabs, leveraging other partners' goodwill to launch your project. And last but not least, my favorite strategy, being able to build in public. Build in public is one of the hardest things to do because it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of transparency and also being able to bring a lot of value for people. And that in turn, when you can do it in a consistent manner, is what creates trust. And trust is the only reason why people would buy. And that's exactly how we built our project, The Littles, being able to brand collab and being able to build in public. Scalability. After you create your project, you launched it. Now, how do you scale? For me, there are 2 avenues that we're going to be doing our scale. From the Web3 side, we are creating a metaverse experience where we are pulling in top-tiered projects to create this shared experience, starting with the 4 biggest projects out there, and we're integrating them into our ecosystem. This allows us to be able to create this thriving community, and on top of that, allows us to create the Littles world, where we get to onboard much more people in the future. Web 2 side, animation. This is what creates the story, the lore. And that's what gets us as humans excited about something. That's what gives meanings to these JPEGs. And when you can combine these 2 things together, that's where you're going to be able to onboard not this cycle of people. That's where you're going to be able to onboard the next cycle of people when this industry is maturing. And that's where scalability comes in. Now, these are the 6 steps to create, launch, and scale an NFT project. To give you guys a bonus, the ingredients of success. That's my wife right there, where she's sitting, Cassandra, co-founder of The Littles, our baby daughter and baby son, Jody. A big reason and ingredient for success for me, especially in this industry where it is so cutthroat, where the expectation is so unrealistic a lot of times, having and identifying your why is so important, because that's what's going to be able to allow you to push through when you get flooded, when you feel like that things are not moving forward properly. Being able to identify that why is so important. And that's the reason why I always am able to look back at this to see why we're doing what we're doing. Values, being fun, being inclusive, and authentic is what makes us special. Identify your own values and put that into your project. And identify your mission. There you go, guys. If you guys want to learn more, find me at the back of the room. Contact us, take a picture. Thank you so much.